On January 29th, 2025, I decided to take on the Charlie Belle, a 1981 CNC 32. She had been very neglected, but the price was right, $1,000, so I took a chance. I think the Chapman School of Seamanship were quite relieved. For a school promoting good seamanship, it's not a good look.
It's Barnacle City on the bottom of that boat.
The Chapman School of Seamanship very kindly allowed me 2 weeks in the slip to work on the boat. So I prepared myself for long days and late nights. Okay, it's the first day on the boat. I'm just starting to make a bit of a cleaning job on it. As you can see, stuff lying around everywhere. I was going to do individual shots, but I just thought it's better to do a kind of video. Or a video, not a kind of, just the general stuff. So that's the forward cabin, the closing door with a nice vent on it there. We've got a hanging locker there for some of my clothes, and then we've got the head in here. It's called the head, not the toilet, which is pretty clean. I just got to change taps and service the toilet. The head. Then we've got that rot down there to cut out, put a new piece of wood in there. And then it's just really cleaning in here, sorting out this floor, needs to be sanded and revarnished. Over here just cleaning. So a few little detail things. There's a little bit of a leak around that port that I need to fix and clean up that mess. Sort out in here, and then probably sort the kitchen. I just started cleaning and that's coming up quite nicely, so that's good. So that's the old girl as she is. Oh, there's also this I need to attend to. It's got a bit soft, so I need to get a new piece of wood and recover it, figure out what's leaking onto it to cause that, and seal that up, and then we're all good. Seal the mast up, put some new lights in, a few things, and it'll be lovely. Okay, we got a lot of road, two anchors. The main anchor's 450 feet of road, which takes you, you're hearing the train in the background, which is all the way down here. We'll see the second anchor coming up in a second. Observe anchor is just around here, there it is. That's like 250 feet, and they both go all the way to chain to the two anchors all the way down there at the boat. And the Delta anchor's good. The dam port's all rusty, I'm going to throw it away, but I'm going to buy a bigger anchor than the Delta, so the Delta will be instead of being the main anchor, it'll be the second one. Unfortunately, I wasn't allowed to stay on the boat at night. Now that was a problem because on my budget I wasn't prepared to pay $150 a night for an uncomfortable inn. So I spent my nights walking the streets of Stuart. So it's about 2:30 in the morning, and this is what I kind of do. Just wander the streets, find a bench every now and then, sit down for a little bit. And this is it, it's all very quiet. Get the odd car going by, that's it. Nobody about really. It's quite eerie. I've sort of gotten used to it. How strange, the weird life I'm living at the moment. Hiding in the shadows. It's my little bench I sit on outside Aldi. It's quite peaceful here. I'm sort of in the dark. So I'm under stealth mode.
And spending many, many lovely hours in the city diner being served by the lovely waitresses Tabitha and Tina. I would just sit there and draw and sketch in my sketchbook to while away the hours. And then as soon as the sun was up, I'd buy the parts I needed and I was back to the boat to carry on working. It was a very tough 2 weeks, but I did it, and I'm quite proud of the fact that I stuck at it and got it done.
This is me walking back from Port Salerno from the marina where the boat, not the marina, the sailing school where the boat is. My feet are sore, got blisters, painful, really painful. I'm walking very slowly, not nice. I have walked hundreds of kilometres on this journey to get this boat and go on an adventure. Let's hope it's a good one for all this pain that I'm suffering at the moment. One thing I have noticed on this trip compared to previous trips to America is how people have changed. In the past, people would see you walking along clearly in the middle of nowhere and say, I wonder what you were doing. I'd pull over and always someone would give you a ride. You know, if it was just a mile up the road, it would just take the edge off. But it doesn't happen anymore. In all my walking, not one person has pulled over and said, can I give you a ride somewhere? So that's kind of sad reflection on society, isn't it, really? How it's changed. People have become very selfish. Not that I expect a lift or a ride, but it's just nice to think that someone might see you in the middle of nowhere and think, what's that poor bloke doing walking along? Looks like I could give him a ride in my spectacular car. Oh dear. So I've walked hundreds of kilometres in the last few weeks. Hundreds and hundreds.